Hi guys. How you guys are doing today? How you guys are doing? It is another day. It is another day. It's another day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. My wife will be here soon. But as for now, or if she is but my wife will be here soon. But as for now, we are going to start in by prayer. This is what it's about. We are going to start in by prayer, and I'm going to pray in, and then we're going to talk about some stuff, and we're going to have a good time today. Father, in the name of Jesus, we come to you humbly as we know how. God, thank you for everything that you have done. Thank you for everything that you're doing, God. God, we pray that you give us or give me the wisdom to do what to say and be strategic about what to say, God. God, that you won't let it be a slip of the tongue, but you will guard the tongue, God. You will azure the tongue, God, and I won't be saying anything haphazardly, God, but I'll be doing everything wholeheartedly, God. God, I pray that what this podzone be a blessing to someone and open somebody's eyes. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. On what I said. All right. So tomorrow is Mother's Day. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do something for the mothers. And I thought it'd be a good idea to create a PowerPoint. And I think that this would be a great showing, a great showing of what eligible for mothers versus what not eligible for mothers. So this is your Mother's Day eligibility form. Okay, if you support your kids, you are able to call yourself a mother. Yes, yeah. If you support your kids, you are able to call yourself someone of a mother. Um, or not even somewhat of a mother, but you are able to call yourself a mother, whether you support them in basketball, their singing career, even though they can't sing, something that hold your kid close to the vest and close to the heart. You are able to call yourself a mother. You listen to your kids. Now, this is a hard one for a lot of mothers because we know as women love to talk, and women, um, you know, this is Mother Day. If you listen to your kids, you are able to call yourself a mother because I understand some people don't like the back talking. How can you say that women like to talk? It is so true. Um, but we know some people don't like the some mothers or some parents don't like the fact of what you want to say over there? Some people or some parents don't like kids talking back to them, but even so, if you don't even listen to your kid, if you support your kids, you are able to call yourself a mother. Don't harm or abuse your kids. Now I'm kind of iffy on this one as well because I had a whole PowerPoint with the whole slide and stuff like that, but I'm not doing all that. I might as well just give it to you flat out. You like the way it said? Um, don't harm yourself or abuse you. I mean, don't harm or abuse your kids. Now, I'm kind of iffy because I used to be Jen as a young, not even as a young kid. I used to be him, and I mean that's not abuse. I don't consider beating your kids is abuse, but really laying down and slapping on them and doing whatever you do, like over excessive. That's a you don't yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. You cannot. And if your kids in fear of you for that, then that's a problem. Always there for them. Now that going with support, listen, and don't harm your kids. Because at the end of the day, We are here because y'all here, and we're happy that you're here. We are happy that you are able to take up the baton and you know, and love your kids and understand your kids and be there for your kids, because at the end of the day, a kid needs their mother. A kid needs that mother figure in their life, and I think it would be, or a mother figure in their life. And I think that's very, 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 very important. Um, so definitely, thank you, mothers. But if you thought that was it, then let's look at step number 2. And I know it's kind of hard to read. Mother's Day ineligibility. Ineligibility. Haven't seen your kids since birth. Now you cannot call yourself a mother. I'm calling the cops on you, man. If you, I've seen that on Facebook. I'm not really calling the cops, but um, you have not seen your kids. Now I understand that, and I'll explain all that. But have you seen your kids since birth? And with that, you also want to say they have been adopted, or uh, um they've been adopted out of your care. You do not want to have them adopted out of your care. That's just not right. Especially if you did it. Especially if you did it. Um, um, Sold your kids for tangible objects or items. Why are you selling your kids? For drugs? Come on, man. You should not call yourself a mother because of that. Just know these conditions are for reasonable emphasis only. So I understand that certain situations happen. Certain situations happen. A parent end up being, um, you know, raped, or I know that's a touchy top subject for everyone. Um, a parent, they may, um, I don't know what else. They may
There
not
can be
like the
so many
kid.
under
It,
so many conditions
yeah, it could be so many
why
conditions.
a woman goes through stuff.
But if you going through any of these conditions, if you done any of these conditions yourself, you should not be able to call yourself a
Hi,
mother.
Shimel.
You should not be able to call yourself a mother. But definitely,
I mean, now let me just give some type of clarifications. You see, the thing about it is,
go.
no, when you do that, you put me on mute. I can't
When I
hear
do what?
when you do that.
Go now.
Oh, my bad. All right, I'm sorry. Because now the mothers who, first of all, you're a mother because you give life, right? Um, when you say ineligibility, women would tend to take that very
Personally, yeah.
not just personally but offensive.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to offend any woman who has gone through anything and say that she's not a mother just because she was in a
If
predicament
you think this
where,
offensive, wait till the Father Day.
well, offend the father, not the mother. I'm a mother.
And there are bad mothers out there. And I
There
think that
are.
a lot
There
of
are.
people, and I think that um a lot of people tend to get down on the father, but never the mother. And I'm not even talking about the ones, that passed away, went on to be with the Lord, went on to, I'm sorry, I have to say this because we can't only say went on to be with the Lord while they're being in hell, or went on down below. Because I don't have a heaven or hell to put someone in. But at the, I don't know why I keep doing that. But at the same time, right? I think that if you are a mother, there are eligible things that should make you a mother versus what doesn't make you a mother.
But
I
what
I know the
makes a
mother said,
person a mother is the mere fact that she gives birth. That she's still a mother regardless.
yeah,
But what makes you a um what makes you a mother that your child could be proud of is some of the things that you said that were in the first slide that said eligible mothers, where you said a mother who
support,
supports, a mother
who
who
listen,
listens, a mother
who
who
don't,
doesn't harm or put their child in harm places,
or
or
always there
always
for your
who's
kid.
always there.
Right.
That to me is like your opinion of the ideal mother,
I'm not. Let,
or an ideal woman
let
who
me
is a mother and how she's supposed to be,
let me
right?
clarify this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that every mother has to be perfect. However, these general statements, such as haven't seen your kids since birth, there's a lot of reason why somebody haven't seen their kids since birth, or they adopted out of your care because you wanted to do some crackhead move, or sold your kid, especially this one, sold your kid for tangible objects or items. Um, that's why I said at the end, just know these conditions are for reasonable emphasis only, because at the end of the day, I understand that there are conditions in place because of these circumstances. But the ideal is not to put your to make sure that you know your kid is loved.
It's to allow your kid to know that they're loved.
That one. Now,
Okay.
next one is I did this myself, guys. I love it. And it says Mother Day should be filled with joy, laughter, and enjoyment that a mother can have with their child. Being a mother is a full-time job. Well, unless you leave them with grandma, then you're off the clock. I love that one because if you leave with grandma, you're off the clock. Go have fun. Go do what you do. And then happy almost Mother Day.
I can't with you. Not the almost.
So happy.
It's Happy Mother's Day regardless. It's the weekend where mothers should be cherished.
Yeah, you only got one day. We get to. Anyway, happy
I'm weak.
happy almost Mother Day. But that's not what I really wanted to talk about today. I really want to talk about this topic. I really want to talk about this topic. Welcome, Sharice, onto the podzone.
Did
My
he just
wife.
call? Oh, I was about to. Whoo!
Relax.
He was about to get it real quick and in a hurry.
We're going to talk about that too. Um, but I wanted to talk about this. It diverted my attention a little bit. I don't usually talk about these type of subjects.
Welcome, Bishop.
Hey, Bishop. Um, I don't usually talk about these type of stories, or I don't really pay attention to these type of stories. I really don't. But I really wanted to divert my attention to this topic because of the gravity it got over social media, and and it diverted my attention from what I originally wanted to talk about today, because I don't know why people are going haywire over this because of because of whatever the case may be, because of some stupidity. So we're going to take a look at this video, and then we're going to dissect it, and we're going to understand it a little bit more. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this.
And thank you all for staying up late with us here on The Factor Uncensored. We have a great show planned and some great guests. Look, you're back. Command performance. First up tonight, the viral video that has started a conversation on boundaries versus bonding for teachers and their students. Take a look at this. A high school teacher who goes by Jock Lee on TikTok posted it. It shows him sitting down while his female students unbraid his hair. There's been a very mixed response to it. Some praising him on building relationships with students, while others express concern that the teacher is allowing his students to get a little too close. Lee is now speaking out. He says the students were just helping him unbraid his hair to prepare for his next hair appointment. Lee says he didn't see any harm in this, but some are asking if he went too far. Joining us to talk about it, educators Damian Jones, Arnetta Murray, and of course the always outraged parent, Lewis Hunter. So Lewis, let's begin with you. Your thoughts about this?
I think it's inappropriate. I think it's misuse of authority. This is a hygiene issue. All right, and that's what this teacher did. You know, he made mention that 5 of his 100 best friends. You don't have 100 best friends. You have 100 students. You are a teacher. You are in a position of authority, and I think he undermines that authority by having kids do something so flippant as to do his hair during classroom time. I think it's inappropriate. I think that he should be disciplined for this.
I can remember a time when I was in school back in the civil rights movement, and but I mean, if you even approach your teacher and try to touch, she's like, "Nah, get back." It's
Not
but
the
that's
civil
old
rights
school.
movement.
Yes.
Right.
But things have changed. Arnetta, your thoughts on this as an educator now?
It's contingent. It's when I read everything about it, basically he, got some permission from the parents. There's different things he's done. He's building a relationship. Now we understand what's going on. We don't trust a lot of people. A lot of things are going on. But if he got the approval of the principal, the parent, and all of that, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I personally wouldn't do it because it's risque. And so you just got to be careful. But he's building a relationship with those kids.
And just so you're clear, he got permission from the parents to put them on video.
Right.
Because he is a video creator on social media.
Right. But also, I think when I was reading, it was some other stuff he did that he got permission from. But I'm saying look, again, at the end of the day, he's not doing anything inappropriate. It's out there. It's nothing hidden. And if the parents are okay with it, okay. But as he said, I agree about the germ issue. But again, if the parents okay, he's building a relationship with the children. And so again, I don't know. I'm just in between right now.
Have we become a jaded society as Americans, as those who watch social media? We're always seeing something extra. And he says, it's your problem that you see or feel like something is going on, and absolutely nothing is going on other than the innocence that you see. Have we become a jaded society?
Yes, I totally agree with that. But in my situation, I wouldn't be able to subject myself to put myself in that kind of position, especially with everything that's going on with teachers and kids in the news. Kids touching on you, no, absolutely not. My kid, since I'm an educator, with my students, I give them all fist bump. I don't even do hugs, just because I don't want to put myself in that situation.
No, that's right.
I want to put myself in that situation where it's got to come up where some kid says something wrong, because it might come a time when maybe he had to discipline that student. And then that student don't like the way he did him. So, okay, he touched me, or he said something inappropriate. That's a whole nother area.
But you wouldn't let him braid your hair?
No, sir. I don't have no hair. That's why I don't have hair. I just cut it off. All hands ain't good hands.
Another point, Lewis, when he says those students could get angry over something in the classroom, and then they will turn it against you.
These are kids. That's what they will do. They're children, and he has opened the door to that by filming it. They could very easily say after the phone video cut off, this is what happened, and this is what he did. And now it's what his word against the child's. He's opening some very dangerous doors. He's undermining his authority. His job is to teach science for the entirety of his class. That is his job. As far as his relationship, I don't need him building a rapport. I don't need him getting to know my child. I'm sorry. As a parent, I don't. I need him teaching my child and for the entirety I don't need time to say, well,
But
I'm gonna let y'all 10
isn't
minutes
teaching your child part of getting to know them and finding out where their deficiencies are, where their pluses are?
Yeah, absolutely.
to help
But
them.
you're not going to do that getting your hair unbraided. I can have them washing my car in the parking lot and saying, hey, I'm trying to build rapport with these kids.
But this is
Sounds
not
like free labor to me.
But let me say, this is not an ongoing thing. And by the way, two seconds. Teachers, we appreciate you. It's the week of your appreciation. I thank you for everything you've done. Again, let me move on. It's not something that he's doing continuous. He's doing a lot of things with them, playing soccer, doing other things. So again, he is teaching. He's trying to bridge that gap. And yes, you got to be careful, but you got to make sure it's okay with the parent. You may have a problem with it, but another parent might not.
But that gap is not in his head. It's not on top of his head.
But he's doing both. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody's talking about he's pushing education. He's doing that and that. He's doing both. So again,
he even try to relate it to science. You know, we even try to say this is symbiotism, you know. It's not. He's having these kids unbraid his hair because he didn't manage his time well enough to do it himself. This is a hygiene issue. Get your hair done at home on your own time.
I totally agree.
When you're taking taxpayer dollars, all right, you teach my child.
And he did. He was. His teaching is not the issue
For the whole time.
But you got to teach from bell to bell. That's what they tell you.
Teach from bell to bell.
So what would be next? They popping the pimples on his back?
He might have been on lunch.
But I got the parents' permission.
He might be on lunch.
You know what I'm saying? He popping pimples on his back.
Be on
Really? Hey, he was painting. They were painting his nails.
Let me say this again,
You
teachers.
know
I
what I'm saying? So
appreciate
what
everything that you've done.
He got the parent permission to pop the pimples
I
on
know
the
they're
back.
going too far.
I get what you're saying. Hopefully, you know, I have all the respect for the teachers in the world. I think that he hurts the discussion that teachers need more pay, which they do. They need more pay. But this hurts that discussion when you've got them unbraiding your hair because you were too irresponsible to get it done the night before on your own.
And I'm saying we don't know the logist of that. I believe he did it on his lunch break. I believe he did it on the
he said he did.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Anytime
he said that
you got a kid physically touching you, it's just wrong. Like I say, I do fist bump. I don't even do hugs.
Okay, but I do hugs.
Yeah, see, I don't even put myself.
And you might be able to get away with that.
You're black female.
Black male.
Because I'm wrong.
Black male.
I've had to fight.
You want to stay away from that. You want to stay away from that.
Thank you guys for joining
You want
us.
to stay away from
Still to
that.
come, you can
So
join.
wait.
I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack.
I started having nosebleeds. I never had a nosebleed.
And I just felt like everything was choking. I was like, what's going on?
All right, guys.
All right, so here we are, because I got a lot to say. I really do have a lot to say. Well, one, I feel like with that, it's more of a moral issue than it is that the kids like undoing his hair. Like the guy in the middle, or the parent in the middle, quote unquote, is more morally unacceptable in his opinion. Because, you know, he keeps reverting back to it being hygienic, it being, you know, it's not in his hair. The woman understood that, you know, like, listen, if the parent gives permission, right, and we as parents need to understand. We as parents need to make sure that we're not allowing our children to be in the hands of people that that can harm them, right? Just because he's a teacher doesn't mean that he can't harm them. That's one. Two, I also believe that it was female students that were in putting their hands in his hair. What if it was male students? What if it was male students and he's teaching them how then the next question to that would be not only that he's allowing these students to put their hands in his hair, but now it will come to a point of you're teaching boys how to be girls because only girls, unbraid and braid their hair. So I think this whole situation is really more of a moral, come from a moral standpoint. And it's understandable, right? Why some people might find it inappropriate.
I
And
don't.
you don't find
I
it
don't.
inappropriate. Why?
I don't. Well, two things. One,
It
you
would be
said
the same outcome. You think, Mel? Because I think it wouldn't be the same outcome.
I
I
think it
mean-
would, but I think it wouldn't either. I think it would be the same outcome as why is the boy doing his hair, and then on top of that, they also would say, well, now
I
You're-
think it
you're-
would be more of a more.
I think it would be both.
Though I
it would
think
be
I
both.
don't think that it would get as much of attention. Now I think it would be different. Not vastly different, but different at the same time. Because now, now it would be they're talking about now if it
That's
was
true.
the boys,
That's true.
because he would be accused of doing something with little boys. He might be accused of that, but my thing about it too also is that he would be teaching them how to be gay. No offense, sorry. Is that the politically correct word? I apologize if I offend anybody, but he would be teaching them how to become more feminine. And
not
when
everybody-
when men or boys are have that feminine side to them, it's downplayed on. So I think that if it was boys, that would definitely
That's a political issue because here's the thing, right? Well, a couple of things.
Sorry.
I heard what the man said in the middle. He said, "Oh well, you're a woman, so it's going to be a little bit different for you." No. I need us to correct that because I read the comments. I read all the subs. I saw the man.
Those are lose situations.
Right.
Said.
I saw but I'm gonna show another video later on before we end this. But I saw all the backlash. I saw the man posted a video of him crying and him reading the students to the list of the students of what they wrote him and stuff like that. If there was a list, I'm not saying he's lying, but obviously, people know how to.
So wait, the
exaggerate
students
stuff.
wrote him.
Like he read the text messages of the list that his former students, what they wrote to him, and because.
So wait, he's no longer part of the.
He got fired.
He got fired.
But here's the thing, right?
Damn, that's hard.
But here's the thing. We have to understand, and when I first heard about this, I was like, "What they talking about?" I saw something else, and I thought that was it, but it wasn't that. It was, and then when I saw it again, it was this. And we have to understand, as parents, as human beings, and as you guys, educators,
we as educators,
because the parents,
right.
It's no
it starts
issue
at
with
home.
it. But it's no. I didn't find an issue with it because at the end of the day, we gotta understand too that if he got permission from the parents,
I think that's messed up too.
If he got permission. And I heard he got permission from the principal or something like that. But
Yeah, that's what the lady said. The lady said he got permission before before even posting or before even having this video up. So for him to have lost his job after you gave me permission to do this, so that means you saw the video.
Either that or they figured it's just like WWE. Nobody wants publicity to themselves. So they're gonna try to fire you before any publicity.
Yeah, that's what in the video they said that he got permission
from the parents.
I
don't know about,
or at least the woman. That's what the woman said.
Allegedly,
right? Allegedly, like he got permission from the parents, but it's like that. I think that he should have never lost his job.
He should not lose his job because at the end
of the video you're about to put up is this video.
Yeah.
All right, which is interesting because now there will be a racial thing with this new video. So if you want to put it up, go ahead, put it up. Look at this video, guys, and then. Okay. So if you want to put it up.
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. This wasn't part of the plan. I was actually going to play the original video from him talking earlier, but
This other video seemed to be a little bit more suffice.
So give me a minute. Let me get it together.
Dwell among the stairs. Well, remove one of these.
Yeah, that's one.
For you are welcome in this place. Lord, you are welcome in this place. Sorry, I sing it real quick till he get the video together. Holy Spirit, thou art welcome.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
Say, Holy Spirit.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I have it. It's just a matter of where.
We invoke your presence. You think you may have to download it first?
Yeah, I may have to.
We exalt your name. You are welcome. Stay right here. You are welcome. Don't you go nowhere.
Just keep singing until you get it.
Students from his class alone. Right. He didn't use students from his own class alone. So that means I'm just really mad that they allow him not to.
But see, that's the thing, right? I think that if
copy.
no, it's not that one though. But that's the thing, and I don't understand why. I forgot to do it. Damn, that's crazy. I don't understand why. But that's the thing, right? I think that he should. First of all, I don't think anything he did was wrong, and I'd rather. Or, that's the thing, right? I think that. No, it's not that. First of all, I don't think anything.
No, go ahead and talk. Let me see if I can get this.
Fine. I don't think that any because I've done it before. So you interrupting me every time. I don't think that anything he done was wrong. I think that what he did was absolutely correct. I think, I don't know. I like for all the backlash that say, oh well, he should have never done that in the classroom, or he should have never done that at all, or it was inappropriate. If he was me as a father, and I do stuff on purpose just so I can see how people react. And I told my wife this before.
Right.
I play with Jaden on purpose just so I can see how people react. If I hit Jaden too hard, that'd be my fault. But he get over it.
Hey.
What you do?
Don't play with me.
He over it. He'll get over it. But I dare someone to come up to me and be like, well, I hit my child too hard and now I'm abusing my child, because you don't know the situation between me and my child. I'm not saying every situation is going to be a ideal situation where it may not seem as if it's this good relationship. He may be touching the kids on the nose, but the kids don't seem frightened. The kids are doing his hair. They're not being manipulated. Why? Because they're underage. So for people to even say, "Oh well, he shouldn't even do that because of because he's older, because he's a grown adult, he have a job to do," that makes no sense. It does morally, but it's not. He's not breaking any laws. He's not doing anything illegal. He's not. Wait. He keep talking.
So he's not doing anything morally wrong once he had gotten accepted from at
least the parents.
The parents and the principal. Oh, we appreciate you too, Raymond.
Hi, Raymond. Hi, Raymond.
Now, if he didn't get permission, he should be let go. Well, right.
Even with that, it's
So
not
the
an
video-
issue if he bonded with them. Even with that, it's not an issue if he's bonding.
Yeah, if he didn't get permission.
But the permission holds weight. But even if he didn't
Apparently
get
not
permission,
not for his job.
apparently,
I think
But
the job. I think
either
the
way-
school just didn't want all that publicity, so they let him
they
go.
let him go.
But it's not.
But I
fair.
still don't even know what. I'm about to take this
Sorry,
off.
sorry. Can you guys hear us
No,
now?
no. Because you're gonna mess up the sound now. Go ahead. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
they
you.
can
Go.
hear us now. Okay. Sorry. So let me just explain the video that he's been trying for the umpteenth time. She said can't hear us.
Again? Yeah.
Okay. Now she can. All right. Let me just explain the video basically that he's trying to pull up for the longest time. There's a video of students playing in a teacher's care.
Did it earlier.
This time it's a female teacher, and this time, no offense, but she's Caucasian. Yes, I said the politically correct way. This time she's Caucasian. Share it to your Facebook, and then everybody can see it from there. So if you go on his Facebook, we'll share the video.
It makes no
there.
sense. We're already on here. Just keep it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
All right, he'll get it. And I guess it's a student braiding her hair. My question is, being that she's a Caucasian teacher, I don't fully know the content of that part, which I think is what he's trying to get, because we just find this one out. But should she be penalized for allowing students to braid into her hair? And
Someone said this is so sweet. I'm weak.
right. So somebody commented on this video that this is so sweet. Why they couldn't comment on the other video that is so sweet as well? Like, I don't understand. Make it make sense. Just make it make sense, and it don't. The 2 and 2 is not adding up for me.
I'm weird. It's downloaded. That's the funny part. But the point is, as a matter of fact, what am I doing? I could do it from here.
Oh, the video we've been looking for the longest time.
Boy, could you not?
Guys, we're gonna get it together next time. Next time. You better get it together, sir.
I am. Go ahead. Keep talking.
All right. All right now. All right. Jesus, yes, Lord.
Keep talking.
So should she be?
I wonder why.
Oh, it's right there. Right there. Right there. Here we go. He finally got the video.
I don't think I could do
Finally.
more than one. That's why.
Got you. All right. He finally got the video. He's about to play it so that we.
Braids my hair. Yes, I'm a grown up, and my mom still braids my hair, but she always tells me it's too slippery.
It's because it's so smooth and like greasy.
I'm excited. Greasy, full please. I wash it every day.
Big facts.
My hair is greasy.
I'm sorry. So big facts. You know,
No, it's not.
that right there speaks volumes.
The only one who's supposed to is her.
So can you describe your how-to as you're doing this? So you got the 3 pieces at the top, right?
Yeah. And
Now where are we at?
gathering.
So you could turn off.
Okay, now they can hear. Now they can.
This is fun.
I don't know why.
I've never braided a teacher's hair before.
I don't know how to braid. It's embarrassing. I don't know how to braid. So
I
I need other people to braid my hair for me.
Aisha learned how to braid somebody's hair when she first did it on me. My mom can only braid when she has her braiding. I can braid my own hair. I can braid my own hair. It's hard. You can't see anything.
Right. I can't see what I'm doing. I tried to braid my girl's hair. It's just a disaster.
Guys, back up. Guys, back up. It's going on my YouTube page. Why are you? Is that yours? It's
I'm so
So with that being said, should we condemn this? And mind you, this video is 7 years old. Should we condemn? I'm about to watch a movie. Should we condemn this Caucasian lady for, even though it got only 2 comments and no publicity, and still don't know what school they work at? So should we condemn this Caucasian lady just for having a student younger than the ones that were in the other video braiding their hair? What if this was a woman? And this is why I'm so emphasis.
Well,
emphasis.
here's what. Sorry, no offense. I'm sorry.
Shut up on this podcast for now.
I'm sorry. I just want to tell you what Camille said.
Oh, okay.
Camille
Camille
said
said something. Go ahead.
Camille said he's a black man with young black girls taking out his hair. That's point number 1. Go ahead. And then she said she should be penalized as well for having this little girl playing in her hair. Big fact.
No. Here's the reason why. I don't
She
think
should be penalized. If the black man go get penalized,
nobody should get penalized. Here's the
No,
reason
this is an agree
being.
to disagree type of topic.
Here's the reason
Because I
being.
think she should be penalized.
Nobody
because he
should
got
get.
penalized.
I understand he got penalized.
So then she should.
She
too.
should get penalized because he got penalized, but
Right.
nobody should be penalized.
Overall, your thing is nobody should.
Nobody, because here's the thing. We have to understand, oh, well, you should have done it before he came. You don't know what this man go through at home. You don't know what these kids go through at home. This may be their only source of outcome. And outburst. I don't care. They should never get penalized. What happens to the kids? What? They got in trouble when they got home? What happens to the kids? They got in trouble by the by the principal? What happened to the kids? Did they have to?
You said you didn't get permission. The permission holds weight. She didn't get permission.
I'm weak.
So
I'm weak.
something's gotta give.
I'm weak. But
Now that makes sense.
The permission. Oh, that's a good message too.
The permission hold weight. Oh, yes, Lord.
But
I felt that in my shando.
And the reason why this diverted my attention,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't give these kids anything to live for. We don't give these kids anything to cherish. We don't give the kids anything to understand. And we got to go through. And they got to. When Jaden comes home, he got to go to hell and high water. His only outlet, his only outsource might be in the band. But then when you get to the band, then you have issues. Then you gotta get yelled at by your teacher, your band instructor, the band instructor, and that should be.
You might get yelled at because, and there's no outlet. So I get it.
That's the point. You should have some type of outlet. When I go to wrestling training every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I shouldn't have to focus on people yelling and people having attitude, because that may be my only outlet. So when you go to church, you shouldn't have to be yelled at by your pastor, the members, and so forth. When you go to work, you should have an outlet somewhere. If it's not at home, it should be at work. If it's not at work, it should be at your activity practice. If it's not your activity, you should have an outlet. If you don't have an outlet, You gotta listen. Just go to God about it.
If
He'll
you
find
don't
it
have
for
an
you.
outlet, it creates a form for mental illnesses. That's why we have now. That's why we have so many
Hi, prophetess.
mental illness. To the point that we got mental awareness. We have a whole month that's just surrounding it. Why? Because there's no outlet. There's just a bunch of stress. If you're not doing this, you got to do that. And for parents and for even for teachers, they got to go to work and they have to deal with these kids with different personalities and still be able to allow them to learn and to express.
Camille, go in the corner.
Them. Camille, why he sending you in the corner? You ain't saying nothing. You ain't even do nothing. You go in the corner now.
I want to go in the corner. I actually have a reason today.
An outlet is for after work and school. An outlet is for after work and school, but sometimes
no, it could be for work and school. They may love working. They may love. I mean, I'm not saying doing it. I remember I used to work with this person. I'm not going to call him by his actual name because I don't like to say it. But G's, where he loved
in the corner
working. He would come to you one day and tell you to do something that you don't even need to do. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He would literally come to you and be like, do this, guy. This needs to go upstairs. Can you send this upstairs for me? It don't even need to go upstairs today. So when you want to talk about outlet should be your happy place. Outlet should be your and I'm not saying doing it to the point where you stressing somebody else out because of your happy place. No. But what I am saying is that we need to have our outlet so that way we can understand what is going on between the times that we are stressed. And that is what these kids were probably trying to do. They probably love doing this here. Even if it wasn't all the time, they probably love.
Child who find work as an outlet, not me.
We.
But no, Camille, you raised a very interesting point, right? So yesterday I went to pick up Jaden from school. And on our way coming home, Jaden decided there was these workers who were taking like old school chairs and storing them, like maybe the school that we were passing was throwing out those old chairs. And the first thing he looked at, tell me, he said, can I help them? Now I was like, okay, sure, no problem. He took a couple of chairs and he helped them put it inside the thing, because he of himself is just a kid who likes
to
help. He likes to assist, whether it's work, whether it's school. He likes to help assist others.
Just not himself.
When it comes to him doing schoolwork, maybe not. You might catch him. But all of these other things also helps him and teaches him how to stay focused, how to be disciplined, how, you know what I'm saying, how to show kindness and caring to others. So he sure enough do. He does. He sure enough do. I love our son. Like, he really and truly is like the very gift of God. Like, I definitely proud mother. Anyway, but that was something that he did. So if somebody took a video, what would they say? Is child labor when he himself wanted to do it and he got permission from his parent?
And I would have seconded that motion, because here's the thing, that may have been his outlet. That may have been
and when
what
you say
he wanted
outlet,
to do.
what do you mean by that? Because people, when
outlet
you say
is your happy place. Anything that you find happy. Now, I know Jaden enough to help, but there's certain things that Jaden can't do. There's certain things that we've restrained Jaden from doing just because it may be too heavy for him, or it may not fit his quality at the time because of his age, so we understand and use discernment as far as it's helping, but as far as these kids go, they probably wanted to do it.
Mel says it's a lose-lose situation.
Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I just don't think that it should be a lose-lose situation.
It shouldn't, because at the end of the day,
he should have kept his job. I also think that we should know a little bit more in depth of the whole scenario. And again, I just think that it should not have been as negative.
It shouldn't be negative at all, because these people, and I wanted to talk about this in the future, but I think I'll talk about this now. I don't like over serious comments. Over serious comments are the one where people are enjoying themselves, and then you always got those couple of people that be like, oh, ew, why would they do this? Why would they do that? For example, I don't like people when they put up the devil horns and use that as an emoji. I don't like it. I hate it. As a matter of fact, it scares the hell out of me. And for those of you, God have not given me the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. I get all that. But I don't like it because...
Come here, about to tell you, go in the corner.
I don't like it because who are you representing? You're representing the devil. When you put him over your face, are you representing the devil? Of course you are, because you're putting a emoji, and that should be a literal term, because the two things that people shouldn't do: represent themselves as God and represent themselves as the devil. And when you do that, you are creating an atmosphere for somebody else just because you want. And I shouldn't be talking, because I'm the first one to be always watching these movies that these scary movies. Like the other day, I watched the other month I watched something with it has something to do with witches in it. But I mean, I get it. But when you do something like that, then it's like it's just scary. But at the same time,
we can't be too double-minded, though.
Right. I think people are.
That's the one thing that we cannot be doing.
I think
we can't be double-minded. You have to have a side and pick a side. Choose a side.
I think
choose this day. When it comes to my Lord, I don't play that.
I think.
Just telling you.
I think people do have a double-edged mind, and the Bible does say an unstable mind.
Oh, come on here with scripture. Go ahead. This time I'll take you out the corner real quick.
Anyway, like I was saying, you're annoying, but so we cannot be too quick to be unstable, right?
And I think unstable, period.
We can't be unstable, but at the same time, we got to understand that when these kids are doing what we like to call their happy place, or what I like to call their happy place, why are we now taking them out of their comfort zone? Now you're getting every kid in America, or almost probably 85% of kids in America, because you're always going to have those, how much? 15, I think it's 15, right? 15 more percent out there that's going to just be like, oh, too stuck up, and I hate stuck up people. But you got 85% of kids, parents, or whoever in America now that can't even say hi to their kids. I was at Jaden's school one day, and I saw, and I was doing something for you, and I saw these parents that was up at the school, and they have a daughter, and they did not, and I guess this, I don't know what he is, but I think he's probably like a dean or something. He probably lower down than that, but he gave their daughter a hug, and then he told them
did he get permission?
Baby. Which is where my next point was going, but he gave their daughter a hug. The parents told him not to do that.
Oh, he didn't get permission.
According to what I was hearing, he the mother came up to the school and said, and the mother came up to the school and he gave the daughter a hug again. And then
But he
then they
didn't get
spoke.
permission though.
And then they both came up to the school.
Oh, both mommy and daddy. I would not.
And I was doing something for you, and they was like, and the dad was like, yo, he was upset. Yo, like I was like, he was like, yo, I don't want you to give my well, he told us to the that man that be behind the desk, but he was like, yo, I don't want him to give my daughter a hug. Like she's a little girl, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like he has every right as a father and as a parent to know who he want his daughter to have hug or whatever the case may be. I also think that as a whole though, just as it being individuals, we sometimes, because of how life is, sometimes we're unavailable to our children. Like I work, right? And there are times where there might be something the school is having for Jaden that I cannot attend because I'm working. And because I'm working to provide and provide multiple streams of income and all this other stuff, when Jaden needs me the most, I may not be there. And the teachers might be the ones who can quicker see certain things, because after I done work all day, come home, take care of him, cook, clean, I'm tired. There's nothing left. If even worse, if both of us was doing that at the same time, like who is our parents, who is our child going to, and who our kids see the most? Like my job says, as a team, collective team, we got to work together and we're a family. Why? Because we see each other more times than we see our own families. And sometimes our kids more times see these teachers than they really do see us, their parents. And so sometimes creating that bond, and that makes teachers scared to even invest in your kids even the more, because they're afraid of losing their jobs. They're afraid of what's gonna happen to them, all because of a teacher trying to, or having a situation and then it becomes public and all these negative connotations, and especially in the African American school. Again, that was a whole Caucasian woman who was having the kids braiding her hair, and there was not much publicity. Yeah, that part. There wasn't much of that, or there was none of that at all. But let it be an African American male with African American young women or young girls, and it's World War III.
But here's the thing: what if that was a woman? What if that was a woman? I don't care what color they were. What if that was a woman? Would it have caught that much publicity? Now, I've seen where women have sex with these underage students. I've seen where women have sex or sexual contact with these underage students and started sending them news. I've seen these, so I understand I understand the fear of the parents. However,
Camille says same outcome. I don't think it would be the same outcome.
But here's the problem. The same thing go with that man. The same thing go with that gentleman and the little girl. Listen, I understand. Not everybody's supposed to touch your kid. I'm completely understanding of that because of different spirits and different outcomes, and they may
the spirituality of
it all. The spirituality of it all. So I understand that. However, if I had a little girl and they wanted to give their teacher a hug because they felt comfortable towards that teacher, I wouldn't even have an issue with it.
You have to trust the people that we are entrusting our kids in as well.
Right.
trust that they're not going to
Like if Miss what's her name again? Miss John? That's her name? Miss his old teacher. Give me an old teacher name. What's that teacher that always send you job resumes? Miss what's her name?
Oh, Miss Scott?
Miss Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Say
I
Miss
literally
Scott.
had to go search.
Wait. Say Miss Scott give Jaden give Jaden a hug every single day. You heard what the lady said on here. She said she give her students hug. You heard what the other gentleman said. He give
them
fist
bumps.
pumps.
But that's still a physical contact. Fist bump is still a physical contact. So what are you telling me? Because it's not a hug?
Right.
That
because
means that it's not
because anybody could give a fist bump and you don't even have to do anything. Like I could say her name on here. I could because I know I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Let's hope you don't get in trouble.
I'm not gonna get in trouble because I'm able to say it. I could call her right now and I could talk to her. But Miasha, when I used to
there are so many things going on. Daycare in schools. I mean, I get that, but there are so many things going on in the world, period. I still do think that to some degree, one, discretion is important. And
to know,
right, is important. And two, if the parents and the teachers have a relationship, that's different. But that's what I think that parents and teachers
and that's what it was here.
Should have relationships because I'm leaving my child in your care. I'm literally leaving my child in your care. I don't know what's going to happen to my kid by the time I drop him off to school and the time I get to work. Anything can happen.
But here's the thing.
So discernment is really important.
But here's the thing as well, right? You have over 100 and semi kids you're watching a day.
Mm.
And I was going to bring up Miyasha because Miyasha used to sit on my lap. Miyasha used to I used to do multiple things with Miyasha. Take her out to the park, buy her ice cream, take pictures with her. So, and what would that have it cause? People would have said anything about me right back then because one, I'm a young father. Two, I'm black. And three, why? Because she was
discernment and relationship is
my stepdaughter. And now
Camille said discernment and relationship is key.
Right. Like and going back to what now you're saying, and the reason why I brought up Miyasha is going back into what you're saying.
Hi, man.
What up, man? Maman.
I can't. Bye.
That's what I'm calling for now. Maman.
I can't. Bye.
But going back into what you were saying, and because I brought that up to bring this up, we have to understand that everything is not controversial. Every single thing that we bring up is not controversial. We make more things controversial than we make them simple. And that's not fair to both parties, especially if there was consent involved. What, you're going to say the young girls didn't have consent in order to do his hair? They had a relationship with him. They had a dialogue with him. They had some type of communication with him.
That's the most important.
But the parents may have a relationship. Even if the parents didn't have a relationship, every kid that he mentored, I had a relationship with a lot of kids. I had not even personal, but I had a relationship with a lot of kids. When kids would come up to me, I would just pick them up out of nowhere because guess what? Yeah. I was a lovable person. But
you are a lovable person.
Oh, thank you. I am a lovable person.
Right.
But
we're not talking past.
But I was thinking about the kids I used to pick up. Anyway, but the point is, you can't say that I don't care. Use it against me. Sue me for money I don't have. But you cannot say that these group of people that are now being persecuted, such as the black teacher and the kids, they don't have a relationship. It's not crossing the line. It's not what they said bonding versus what? Bonding versus harassment or something like that. Bonding versus give me one second. Was it Bonded versus boundary is not crossing any boundaries. So what is it?
Well, to some people, it's a moral thing, not money. You don't have. I'm weak. Why? Come here.
What she said?
It's always laughing at your stuff. She's always laughing at you. But I think
I'm weak.
I think it just takes it. It's more moral. Everything is moral.
It's perception too, because we gotta understand.
More perception on things. It's how people view what happened. And again, for us, our perception is that there is no harm in what he did.
There was no harm at all. I don't care if the parents know about it. I don't care if he didn't know about it. Because at the end of the day, one, he was a TikToker. I never heard of him before. I don't use TikTok, but he's a TikToker. Two, he got a lot of views. He got, according to them, thousands of views on him.
Now let me just be a mean advocate, right? What if we're saying that there was nothing wrong with what he was doing, right? But what if, hypothetically speaking, what if a cult, a sexual cult for young teenage girls come out of this situation?
What you mean?
So you see, they were young women. What if he really was having a sexual relations with some of these young women in there, and it's now to be exposed?
Then that's on him.
So what? Okay,
that's on him. But you also, once again, have to use discernment. You have a spiritual eye, and that's one of the things I love about you. You can see from a mile away from what is in versus what is.
I just realized what he just said. Let me give you.
Jeez.
Don't throw me down now.
Versus what is a spirit. You have a spirit. What is versus what is not. What is okay, and you have to use discernment. But that's you because you're a spiritualist. Spiritualist.
That's your new word.
But you have people
Somebody
that are
come get you. A spiritualist. What is that?
But then you have people that are not spiritual that may not know what is going on and just flow with the wind. And I'm one of those people. And so when you have things like those, and you have people that may not even be able to figure it out, because then now you gotta try to duck and dodge and try to swoop under the rug and try to bob and weave, because now these kids may come to you and be like, oh, well, they raped me.
Come get him.
Now he raped me, or he did this, or he did that. And people believe you, and he didn't do anything. So, or they didn't do anything. Not only him, but anybody. They didn't do anything. So we have to use our discernment. That's why innocent people get locked up every day. That's why people go to guilty people plead the wrong things every People plead wrong every day. People plead bargain because they're afraid to go to jail for a long time and of crimes that they didn't do. And then, don't get me started on the jury, because they love to throw that jury stuff on you. Because, the jury gonna agree that you did it, and then they got the wrong person the whole time. So when we want to talk about who's wrong, the system is wrong. And people that over serious everything are
is the over serious everything.
The wrong ones.
The other wrong ones. If you over serious, you're wrong. I cannot with you.
Now, do I like saying this? Oh yeah, if I see something that's saying this on here, and then I watch like the middle ground Satanist versus Christian, just because I want to see both perspectives, but that don't make me a Satan. I love God. I love the Lord, and I won't take it back.
That was coming out my mouth. That
But
was coming up. I was about to be like, I love you, and I won't take it back. I love the Lord. Come on, choir. And I won't take it back. I love the Lord. I love the Lord, and I won't take it back. He has been so good to me. So good.
can I
So
continue?
good. So good. He has been so good. So good. So that's a meme right there. He has been so good to me.
Good job.
Yeah.
We know. But
No, I'm not going to prison for something I didn't do. I'm snitching. I'm snitching. I'm just I'm snitching.
I don't care if they didn't do it. I'm snitching on that person right there. There was around the scene of the crime. All right, that was them right there. So we have to use the right discernment.
Mm-hmm.
We have to use it. God gave us a brain. I felt like God. Let me not say that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like people have a brain for no reason because they don't use it well enough.
Wait, baby, you
They
gonna
don't
get these people?
They don't use it well enough. They don't. They find any little thing just so they can complain about it.
Who said they don't use it well enough?
Like me, all right, I got my little antics too. I complain about something, but that's very rare. That's why I posted the video of me running with Jaden. I just want to see if people are gonna have anything to say about it.
Did you get permission?
Did I get permission? No.
Then you should
I
get
don't
fired.
really care. I'm gonna.
Come and say I'm not built for prison.
nah, I ain't good. Yeah, you're right.
I ain't built for it either.
You skinny, Camille. We all know that.
Not skinny. Stop it. Go in the corner now. All right.
How much you want to bet? She said, no, he did not. Not skinny.
So a couple of things from our podcast, right? Because now we're going into the next great part of this. Said not he didn't get permission. Now we're getting into the good part of this segment. First, let's just recap real quick. There was a black male teacher, who had gotten his hair taken out, his braids taken out from some black African American young women, who is now being patronized for skinny. I wish. She said the shade. Who is now being patronized, who has lost his job due to allowing the students to take out his hair. There's a lot of negative connotations to that. But what we have discovered in this short period of time, or in this long period of time, however you want to put it, is that one of our viewers stated that discernment as well as a relationship is key to have between teachers and parents. One of the things that we also have to understand that permission holds a lot of weight. We honestly don't feel that the teacher should have been terminated from his job. We think that he should have, at least there should be some form of grace because he did get permission. Hence the reason why we say permission holds weight. Okay. And so that's definitely something to put in your back pocket to think about.
Pastor.
As well as we had compared two different videos, which is the video of the first guy, as well as another teacher of Caucasian descent who had her students be playing up in her hair. And we realized that she didn't get as much negative connotations as this other gentleman did. We're not sure whether or not she lost her job, we can always look into that and talk more about that next week. However, we also can just see and the correlation of how unfair the system and how unfair people can be, right? We also understand that this viewpoint, a lot of the things is just moral based, that people have strong morals about certain things, especially when it comes to the opposite sex, especially when it comes to age and how that plays a factor in a role. Because, you know, what if it was he was the teacher, and he's a teacher, and he had gotten the videos of other female teachers taking out his hair, and they're in the same age group? Would that even, would that even play a big role? What if it was a woman and it was the students taking out here? So there's like a lot of different things and not different factors. We don't know how exactly those roles will play out, how those roles actually would play out, and how people would view it and think about it. Some of us say that they might the same outcome might happen, but we know that racism exists, right? We also know that when it comes to our moral foundation, racism does exist, because it was a Caucasian woman, she never got fired. A black man, and he did get fired.
No. I want to call it racism.
Okay, what you would call it?
Stupidity. Stupidity exists. All right, you may continue.
I may continue. All right, stupidity, in the words of the black man, says exists.
Stupidity exists,
right? So all of those good things, right? We had discussed. I feel like I now can't talk properly unless I slow down. Those are the things that we have discussed. And if you feel like you want to chime in on this week's Podzone, our podcast, if you want to chime in, please leave your comments below. And please like, share, and tag someone who might also have an opinion. And we would love to hear that opinion. We love to talk and discuss all things. See, this was a topic where it wasn't all spiritual, right? This was a topic of a real life event, a real life current event that we had chimed in and put in our input. Thank you so much, Camille, for commenting and for watching.
And bless you, Apostle. Bless you, Hannah.
You've truly been amazing supporter for us throughout. I was waiting and I was hoping Tiffany would be on, but she said that she works, and so she's probably working right now. But we love her and we thank her for all her support.
But wait.
Wait. Go ahead.
I think, like you said, I think it was a good topic. I couldn't even get my story out a lot, but I think that stupidity does exist, and people use stupidity and use it to their advantage as much as they can.
To their advantage.
I mean, I understand. There's 3 types of stupid people.
All right, go ahead, teach us.
There's beginner stupid.
Can I take off your hair first?
You don't have to.
I'll be the student. Sorry.
There's 3 types of stupids. They're beginner stupid. Beginner stupid are the ones you don't even know you're stupid yet. You're just getting there. I think that you have to reach a certain level for you to be intermediate stupid. Intermediate stupid, you're right on the borderline. You're not there yet, but you're right on the borderline. You're right there. And then you got expert stupid.
You're expert. Not 3 types of stupid people. I'm telling you. First, beginners. You ain't know that you're stupid, but you're stupid. You're intermediate. You're right borderline being stupid. An expert. You're just dotage. Go ahead.
And then I think we have a lot of expert stupid people out there. I
Don't
think,
be one of them.
yeah, just don't be one of them.
Let me say why. I don't know.
But I think that should be a part of psychology classes, to be honest.
I'm weak.
I think a lot of people, and you get paid more for those type of things.
I cannot. I'm not with it with you.
But I think that, oh yeah, you ain't know people you ain't know Jesus has two people in this clip.
No.
Judas was one of them.
Yeah. No.
You're gonna tell the man you want to kill him before you actually do it.
You're so stupid. What are you? Where you at?
Jesus already knew you.
No. Hold up. What portion you on? On the Lord's side or?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to figure it out.
Oh.
Yeah, she finally put you in the corner. Go in the corner. Go in the corner. All right.
But go ahead. I just think that people need to slow their roll, and your comments. All right, yeah, you have your comments. That's fine. But for you to bash this man because he's like, if he was touching him, then you have a lot to say. But then, all right, fine. If he touched him, but they were just taking on his head, like not like he's touching him.
Now he about to have a light Caesar like you. So no.
At least he got his hair braided.
I'm weak.
His hair was braided.
Goodbye. We come to the best part of the sitcom.
This is where everybody could take a part.
This is where everybody can take a part.
I just don't have no offering plate.
The offering plate is the phone. If you would like to be a blessing, to show all support. Again, last week we made Kumi says she's done. If you would like to be a blessing, like we mentioned last week, there are some other things that we are trying to do not that we are trying to do, but that are in the works, and we need all the support that we can get. And if you definitely find it in your heart to be a blessing, if we have made you laugh today, if there's something we've made you think about, or you never thought about, but now it's turning the wheels in your head, you can definitely cash app us at $ Jerry T 25. That is $ JERRY T 25. We are definitely, the phone is an offering plate. We are definitely going forward. This is season 2, right? Season 2 of the podzone.
We're about to be done with season 2.
We've been saying it time and time again, but we will have a guest on one of these days. It's just sometimes when life is life and we're doing us, we kind of just keep going with the flow. But there will be a special guest on one of these days. Today was supposed to be Tiffany, and she's not here. But definitely, we love you guys so much. We thank each and every person who share, who tag, who just stayed on for the amount of hours, for the amount of time that we've been on here, just talking and having a conversation. This is a judgment-free zone environment. This is an outlet, so to speak, that we want to create, where everybody can get to learn from somebody, where everybody can laugh, where everybody can share their opinions and not have to feel judged by them. Because guess what? Nobody is perfect, but Jesus Christ is. And we also always want to offer Jesus Christ to you, because we know that he's the author and the finisher of our faith. And if there is nothing that we have said that have truly impact you, I hope this that I'm about to say will penetrate your heart, that you should make Jesus Christ your one and only Savior, because he has done it. If he has done it for me, he's going to do it for you. He's going to deliver you. He's going to set you free from any bondage and sin that is holding you, any chokehold that's holding on to you. God has the power, the authority, and he's given us in power and authority within ourselves to be able to break free of those things. So I say all of that. Without you ain't got nothing to say. You just sit back there. You still in the corner. He ain't got nothing to say. He didn't have a fast enough comeback. He was just over here listening. You was making Jesus your all in that corner.
I think. Yeah.
Oh.
I just think that you ought to have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. I mean, I know it get frustrating. I understand it get hard. I understand it get difficult. It may even not be at the casino, but
Yo,
he
you is something else, bro. You something else,
he
Brad.
may be at the casino. You never know. He might be cashing out too. But he is your all in all, and I think
he is our all in all.
right. And when we put Jesus first, everything would be added onto us. So with that being said,
agree to disagree, because we've taken a lot of your time already. We just want to do 5 minutes, sir.
fine.
5 minutes.
Just for today, though.
5 minutes. Agree to disagree. This is a part of the podzone where this gentleman over here, the meme, right, the meme right here, will ask us a question. We have 5 minutes to answer. On a very good day, we got 10 minutes, but today we have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to answer. I'll give my input, he'll give his input. If I agree, or if we both agree, we will clap once. He was led, you're sticking. 1, 2, 3.
Why you clapping so early?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That wasn't together.
One time. Okay? One time. Not all damn time. And if we don't agree, hold on. And if I don't agree or he doesn't agree with whatever the question is, we would just say agree to disagree and we will end right there. So take it away, sir. Timer starts once he asks the question. Go.
All right. With everything that's going on in the world right now, do you actually think that this world would get out of expert stupidity and go right back down to beginner stupidity? Or normacy, whichever one you want to
For
pick.
normacy, in terms of normacy, I honestly think we know that as a believer, we know that we are living in the last days. Whether you fully agree or don't fully agree, I'm going to agree to disagree with you, because we are living in the last days and things are not going to get any easier, or things are not going to get as easy as we know or we knew it to be. I think at the end of the day, the enemy runs havoc or tries to run havoc over this earth, but there was going to come a point in time where the earth would be no more, and then there would be streets of gold, and those are the times, and those are the things that I live for. Those are the things that I try to allow myself to be in a headspace where that's my aim, that's my goal, to be living in a place where there's no longer expert stupidity to beginner stupidity, or even have intermediate stupidity. Okay, I just want it to be where it's me, God, and all the other people, the bride. Okay, that Jesus is coming back, that He's coming back for. I think that I don't think that it's ever gonna get any easier. I think that there's nothing new under the sun, and there are things that have already happened, occurred, and things that are just repeating in different forms. and we are going to have to learn how to adapt, not to be conformed, but how to adapt to be able to continue to go on and spread the word. Asking God for strength, health, life, and strength, to be able to just continue living in a world and in a society where nowadays anything goes. So yeah.
I just think that I don't think we're going to get back to normalcy, at least anytime soon. I think that if you want to talk about people, then we can always, yeah, I don't think we're going to get back to normalcy. I just don't. I tried. I don't think we're going to get back to normalcy. I think that people are already here to stay. I think that we have the over serious. We have the people that don't know any better. We have the people that want to always talk. The one that always want to say a lot. Unless God take them away from the earth, I don't think that we're going to be able to withhold or stand on solid ground without people actually, without people saying anything negative.
You try. Right, because the Bible says that the wheat and the tares are going to grow together. So yeah.
And wheat and tear, I hate wheat bread, so I tear up every time I see it.
Yo,
so of course they're going to grow together.
I cannot.
At least I know that.
I cannot.
I think that's what it was saying in the Bible.
I'm sorry for yawning so much.
So stop making me yawn.
You're right. You look like you tired.
I'm withholding this podcast right now. I'm so close to locking on this podzone.
You're right. Y'all see how his eyes just went low.
But my thing is that I have a minute left. A minute and 15 seconds left. She said, "Why?" But I think that if you flourish yourself and you're doing good and you're doing more than good, then you shouldn't have anything to say about anybody, and they shouldn't have anything to say about you, especially if you're doing good. Now, if you're doing bad, take the truth and run on with it. Depending on which one you want to do, whether you take the truth or you don't, or you run on. If you don't take the truth, that's on you. And that's just how we roll. You can either run on or you don't. So do I think that stupidity is going to get back down to normalcy? Of course not. It's not going to get back down to normalcy unless God says so. And that's just how we're going to roll. I don't think that we're going to get back down to normalcy anytime soon.
All right, so we agree.
Agree?
All right. Why you so late, man? You're late again.
Go.
Yay! All right, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get back down to normalcy. I think y'all see me holding on to a thread, right? My words are so.
He just dragging it, and you dragging it. Don't drag it. Thank you guys once again for joining the JNS Podzone.
You don't have permission. Get off me.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't need permission. I'm your wife. I love you.
So even what husband called rape and wife's called rape. Ow!
I'll punch you in the nose. No, that was wrong.
Camille's stupid.
Yeah,
Ow! Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what stupid she was. Ow.
Come here. Put you in a corner. I beat you up. I'm sorry. Give me a kiss. Yo, that was reflexes. Come here. You could put him in a corner and then you could come and beat him up all at the same time too. She said shade over there.
I knew that. I knew she was going to say that.
Thank you again for joining. We out because he holding on a thread, and I don't know. I'm out.
But we'll see you next week on the JNS Podzone.
Podzone. We have changed the time from 3 to 4. So please like, share. Right? Yep, she on the way.
I'm waiting. She probably don't remember where we did.
Baby, stop it.
Sorry.
The shade is real. We have changed the time from 3 to 4. We said that last week. Shh. We said that last week. This week is the first time for 4 o'clock. We're looking to see how it goes. If it does not go well, we're gonna go back to our 3 o'clock, okay? Because 3 o'clock might be right where it's at. Thank you again, Camille, for all your support, for all your comments. Thank you so much for staying on with us for as this long and just watching and seeing and us acting stupid. We really, 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 really.
And me
really
hanging on by a thread.
You hanging on by a thread. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Bye.
See you next week, Camille. See you next week, everyone. And see you next week, whoever going to watch this later.